Alarm Clock by the Rumble Strips, the weekly Groan. You may have seen on a press release a couple of days ago that number 3, the High Street in Warminster, is apparently finally going to be demolished. Yes, that thing that's been there for over 10 years with the scaffolding up in the town centre. Apparently there's some development on that, which is potentially welcome news, and the idea is to completely demolish it. It's going to take about 6 weeks, and from next week, it says here, some more scaffolding is going to go up to allow that to happen. And then apparently the current owner plans to apply for planning permission for a residential development with a commercial unit, and also with a commercial unit as well. And that planning application's due to be submitted very soon. Now, there are several things to say about this. Firstly, I don't really see why it's any different now. Every time over the years that someone said, oh yeah, another person's going to take on this building, they're going to do it up, or they're going to demolish it and build something else, every time that has been said, nothing has happened, hence why we're left with that gosh awful thing that we've got now. It may well be that next week they'll put the extra scaffolding up and they'll start demolishing it, but basically I will believe it when I see it. There are several possibilities. The ideal thing is that they demolish the building, put a new one up, job done. I have a feeling that's the least likely thing to happen. Something else that can happen is they demolish or start demolishing it and realise they've bit off more than they can chew, and they think, oh, we'll abandon it halfway through, and then it gets left for another few years. Another thing is that they demolish it and they don't clear it up, so it's just left as a pile of rubble for many years. In terms of the new building, the planning application may not actually be approved. Now, you'd have to be crazy not to approve that after everything it's been through, unless it's a nuts plan, which it shouldn't be. You know, basic building, surely that is going to be approved. But, you know, don't get too excited yet. We're not going to have any parties as far as I'm concerned until this is done. No celebrations whatsoever. The main thing with all this, though, I think, is you've got to bear in mind it's a listed building. How on earth has it been allowed to get into this state? The inside, if you can believe it, the inside is worse than the outside. It should have been maintained with no problems at all. Clearly, the owner's plan has worked with this, where they thought, oh, we'll just leave it for over 10 years, don't have to worry about it, and we may demolish it. You know, a listed building, it is crazy. But that's my thoughts on 3, the High Street. I can't wait to see the outcome.